Welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'll be giving you my thoughts on breaking news about Carmelo Anthony being waived by the Houston Rockets and why I'm mad as hell about it. Let's go, y'all. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope everybody's having a great day. I'm going to just jump right into it. So, breaking news about good 10, 20, 30 minutes ago. Carmelo Anthony was waived by the Houston Rockets, citing that his play has been terrible. A lot of people thought that he wasn't playing well this season, that he hasn't been playing defense and other things like that. Let me tell you something about Carmelo Anthony. Yeah, Carmelo Anthony doesn't really play defense like that, but the Houston Rockets making him the fall guy for this whole situation. When your defensive coordinator of the team was released, and Mike D'Antoni does not care about one thing, not one thing about defense. He runs his players into the ground. That's all he does, have to run up and down the court with no defense, just shooting the basketball over and over and over again. But you guys want to make Carmelo Anthony the bad guy when you got rid of Trevor Ariza, when you didn't want to pay him $11 million, and you got rid of Badamute he went back to the Clippers and collected $4 million. So you mean to tell me, sit here and tell me that Carmelo Anthony is the problem for the Houston Rockets and why they not playing no defense when Mike D'Antoni doesn't give a damn about defense at all? But the NBA and everybody else is making it seem like, oh, we ain't got no more excuses for Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony just can't play no more. He should retire. He should retire. Tell me who plays defense in this league. One-on-one on-ball defense, but basically besides Avery Bradley and a few other people that play on-ball defense. Klay Thompson. Jimmy Butler. This league is all about scoring. Carmelo Anthony can still score. And everybody's sitting here, oh my gosh, Carmelo's been terrible. His leg's not underneath him. Carmelo Anthony, like my guy Steven Jackson said on Instagram, I'm giving him a shout out because he said this and I agree with him. Carmelo Anthony is better than have 50 guys in the league right now. But you guys get rid of him. And where's his teammates? Oh, I see the report going down thing on FS1 and ESPN, and everybody's saying, oh, Carmelo Anthony, teammates believe he's going to be out. The coaches don't believe he's coming back. Nobody's going to stick up for him. I saw the interview with Chris Paul. Oh, Carmelo Anthony, you know, he's a great player, whatever. You should have stuck up for your guy. Went to the front office and said, no, it's not his fault. It's the coaching. For some reason, everybody's sticking up for Mike D'Antoni as if Mike D'Antoni is some genius. Oh, he's such a great offensive coach. Why he ain't win nothing? He did it with the New York Knicks. And I'm going to say this so people don't get mad at it, but he ruined Kobe's career. He ruined Kobe's career. He had Kobe Bryant when at the age of, what, 34, 35? I think it was when, this was in 2012 or 2013. This was, I think, after when Dwight Howard had got there. They were running those. Mike D'Antoni ran Kobe Bryant into the ground. But nobody says anything about that. And then when Carmelo Anthony gets there, oh, everything's going to be peaches and cream. Carmelo Anthony going to play, and everything's going to be so good with Mike D'Antoni. And look what happens now. Look what happens now. He's always been this guy. Mike D'Antoni, oh yeah, he's an offensive genius. Why he never won nothing? How come Mike D'Antoni's never ever held accountable? He's not, oh, he's been fired. He stepped down from the Lakers. He was fired for the Knicks. Okay, about the whole Carmelo thing. So what? And it wasn't even Carmelo's fault. Carmelo Anthony, yeah, he doesn't play defense. But who else plays defense in this era of basketball? Besides the guys who I just named, Anthony Davis blocks. Kevin Durant can play the defense because he has that team around him. And nobody in the NBA community, nobody in the sports community is going to talk about how Mike D'Antoni, yeah, he's a good offensive coach, but he ain't never won nothing. And then last year, when they was in the Western Conference Finals, couldn't coach his team to finish the game. Okay, Chris Paul got hurt. Okay. Yeah, you still got James Harden. But we're not going to forget how in the playoffs the year before that, he ran James Harden into the ground, just like he did Kobe Bryant when Kobe Bryant was on his last legs. Mike D'Antoni ruined the rest of Kobe Bryant's career and nobody ain't say nothing. And now they trying to make it seem like it's Carmelo Anthony's fault. Carmelo can't play no more. He can't even shoot the basketball. Yeah, because that's all they want you to do in Houston is shoot threes. That's the only thing they want, shoot threes. I remember in the preseason, Carmelo shot a two-pointer, looked at his team and said, oh, I'm sorry. What are you saying I'm sorry for? You still can shoot the two ball. Carmelo Anthony is still a great scorer in this league. And you guys just waive him? You couldn't wait for at least 20 games, 25 games to see if you guys... It's chemistry. I could understand Chris Paul And James Harden getting the chemistry down by practicing with each other all summer that year and got the chemistry. But that's two people. Two ball down people who had to take a whole entire summer, then take half of basically the NBA season, even though they were playing well last year, to get the chemistry going. But you can't sit here and tell me that another person, that's three people who are ball dominant. So it took a whole summer for James Harden and Chris Paul, both of them, two ball dominant players to be able to play together. And then you're gonna add another ball stopper who plays ISO ball. Yes, he plays ISO ball. That's Carmelo's game. He plays ISO ball. Solo, that's it. And then you're gonna add a third person to that mix and then not give them any time? I saw Chris Paul and Carmelo practicing during the summer. I mean, maybe I missed out on the James Harden clips, but at the same time, y'all acting like that this is Carmelo's fault, that he's just ruining the Houston Rockets. Where's Trevor Ariza at? He's playing with the Phoenix Suns. He's playing with the Phoenix Suns because the Houston Rockets did not want to pay the luxury tax. Imagine if they would have kept Trevor Ariza with the $11 million a year and would have kept Luke Abadamute, whatever his beginning of his name is, would have paid him and got Carmelo for the veterans minimum. And just said, okay, we pay $11 million of luxury tax just for 1 year to get a championship to Houston. A championship. Championships don't come easy in the league. I mean, people going to say, yeah, Golden State. Okay, Golden State, but that's just different. Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and everybody, but that was different. That's Jordan. That's Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and Klay Thompson. That's different. Not even LeBron James and them got the championship in 1 year. It's hard to win championships in their first year. It's hard to win. Now, people say, whatever, this ain't about LeBron. Because people going to say, oh, well, LeBron melted down. Man, who cares about that? It's still, my point is, it's still hard to win the championship when you're in your first year together and you're still trying to get things going. Last year, they was almost there. You mean to tell me if they didn't re-sign Trevor Ariza or Abadamute, that and added Carmelo off the bench as a sixth man alongside with Eric Gordon, that this team couldn't win? But everybody keeps telling me that they was a half away. So now you have no Carmelo, and now it's just Chris Paul and James Harden and Clint Capella going to try to go back. So now you ain't got no Carmelo. Who's filling in? Because I heard they want some guy who they drafted, I think in the first or second round to play some more, and they wanted James Ennis. They wanted James Ennis to play some more. So you gonna take James Ennis over Carmelo Anthony? Let that sink in. You're gonna put James Ennis over Carmelo Anthony? I just want to know. And everybody in the NBA want to act like they stuck on stupid. Everybody want to act stupid and act like this is Carmelo's fault. How is this Carmelo's fault? He don't play defense. I keep stressing to you enough, and I'm gonna keep repeating myself. Who plays defense now, but except for the same guys who I said? You're only playing team defense now. Oh, last year, but they was number 2 and 3, and no. They had the defensive coordinator on the team. He left. He's not on the team no more. He's not on the team. That's like a defensive coordinator in football leaving your team, and then you see now what? Now what? So now what the team gonna do without another score, and then we just gonna play James, and it's okay. And I'm gonna read you a quote. I got my notes here. I'm gonna read you one quote that James Harden said about Carmelo Anthony. This is in James Harden's quotes. This is about James when asked about Carmelo, and he said they will bring the best out of him. He thinks Carmelo will be a great acquisition for the team. I have not heard anything anything so far. I don't hear nobody coming to us back in the NBA community. Nobody. Oh, we just gonna let him go and that's it. Carmelo Anthony's always the bad guy. I've never been a fan of Carmelo Anthony. Y'all wasn't saying this when he won 54 games with the Knicks and Mike Wilson, trying to make him the fall guy. That's ridiculous. And the Houston Rockets, just for that, y'all not gonna win. Y'all can scratch going back to the championship, and I hold Mike D'Antoni responsible. They better make it back to the championship because guess what? Last year, y'all were halfway. I don't care who y'all lost. If Mike D'Antoni is that good and he's such a great offensive coach in this league, I want them to get back to the Western Conference Championship. And if they don't, Mike D'Antoni deserves to be fired. Because that's no excuse. You went there last year. Now all of a sudden when LeBron James come to the West, the Western Conference is weak now. Oh, Kawhi Leonard left the West. Oh, my God. Get out of here with that. Right now, the top 2 teams should be in the Western Conference. should be Golden State, and the next team should be Houston. Oh yeah, they lost defense. That's Mike D'Antoni's fault, and that's the organization's fault. That's not Carmelo's fault. So if the Rockets don't make it back to the Western Conference Finals, that's the head coach's fault because you ain't coached them right. You ain't coached them to get back there. Because LeBron James and that team is brand new. So everybody just expecting them to make the playoffs, maybe the first round, and that's it. Nobody's expecting them to go to Western Conference Finals except for Stephen A. Smith. And that's it. This is not Carmelo Anthony's fault. This is not his fault. The team not playing well is not his fault. And y'all trying to make him seem like he's the fault. Make him the fault guy. Make him the bad guy. This is ridiculous, man. And nobody, we just gonna be this whatever. And Steven Jackson said that they blackball him out of the league, making it seem like he can't play anymore, like he's such a bad teammate. They did the same thing with Allen Iverson. Oh, he just didn't want to get Allen. They did the same thing with Allen Iverson. They went, oh, he didn't want to come off the bench. Okay, so what? He was still Allen Iverson. He was the huge, big scorer, whatever, stuff like that. But come on now. They doing the same thing that they did to Allen Iverson to Carmelo Anthony, and that's the truth. And I don't care what nobody say. This is my channel. I'm telling it like it is. They blaming Carmelo Anthony. They trying to blackball him, and this is the wrong thing to do. Yeah, I just don't talk football on here. I talk basketball too, and I'll have more videos on that later on. But this, trying to blame Carmelo Anthony for this is unacceptable. Mike D'Antoni, this is your fault. This is your coaching. Your team don't play no defense, and that's your problem. You need to get somebody in there who can coach the defense and tell them, hey, get on their P's and Q's, and that's it. This is Mike D'Antoni's fault. It ain't Carmelo's fault. And even Dwayne Wade came out in defense of Carmelo. People going to say, oh, that's his buddy. Oh, he just defended because he's buddy. Oh, Banana Boat Crew. So? So what? We all know what the real problem is. It's Mike D'Antoni. It's not Carmelo Anthony. And people need to start speaking up and start saying something more. Oh, just because we love the NBA. We gonna say, oh my God, I love the NBA, but I ain't gonna say nothing though. Open your mouths, because I will. Try to make him the fall guy. We're not gonna do that. Carmelo Anthony is one of the greatest scorers in the history of the league, and because his body, he ain't really, been in shape or whatever, but that's not the point right now. Nobody else plays defense in the league. And even if Carmelo attempted to play defense, he would still play better defense than 50 guys in the league, even at his age and how out of shape he is. Sometimes when his body's not in shape in the beginning of the season, he starts to work himself in shape. This is Mike D'Antoni's fault, and this is the organization's fault for not bringing back the key defensive players that they had last year. Even if the defensive coordinator would have left, even he left, and you would have brought back the great defensive players that you had, I would have been like, you know what? All right, then let's see what's going on. But you ain't got no defense. You ain't got no defense at all. And then you got the nerve to blame this man. But then all these analysts, oh, Carmelo, man, he just not playing well, man. He not playing. Okay. Because they don't want to say nothing. We love the NBA too much, so we're not going to say nothing. Call Mike D'Antoni out. Y'all call everybody else out. Y'all call everybody else, other coaches out who don't coach the game right. NFL, this coach deserves to be fired. Okay, but y'all don't want to call on the NBA. Come on now. This coach, Mike D'Antoni, what has he? Great offense. Okay, where your defense at though? I thought defense wins championships. This is ridiculous, man. Everybody needs to start speaking up about this. And start calling Mike D'Antoni out and make him responsible. So that was my rant on Carmelo Anthony being blackballed, the breaking news about Carmelo Anthony being waived, and my thoughts about it. Because I'm going to say something and nobody else ain't saying nothing. And I'm just going to keep it real. So I appreciate you guys for watching the video. Tune in more to the channel. I'll be having more videos, more basketball videos, more NFL videos coming up for you guys. Until next time, peace.